What's up everyone, Danny Lightning here with another video. So SeekFancy sent me their new M903 office chair, and this is a pretty basic chair with some premium features, and it seems to be made out of pretty good quality. You can get this chair on Amazon for less than $100. It comes in white or black, and I'll put a link to where you can get this in the video's description. Now, I did not buy this myself. They actually sent me this to review, just so you know, but we're going to be quite honest here and let you know exactly what we think of the chair. So it's got a nice adjustable headrest. It's got an awesome back support that moves in and out, or you can move it up and down so it fits your back just right. The headrest is very nice. It's got retractable arms. It doesn't actually recline, but it will let you lean back a little bit. You can even use it kind of like a rocking chair, which is pretty cool. I feel like this is an overall comfortable chair. The back support is really nice. The back support will move forwards and backwards. That way you can get the right amount of support for your back. And it also moves up and down so you can get it just positioned correctly on the part of your back where you want it to set. So the backrest is what I would call a very premium feature. Now the headrest is actually very nice. It is quite adjustable. I personally don't use headrest. I usually put it back so my head doesn't touch it anyways. So I'm not a headrest guy myself, but I think people who like headrest will actually love that headrest. Now the chair does have a mesh back, a mesh headrest, and it has a padded seat. It's not a mesh seat, but the seat is padded. The seat is a little bit on the firm side, but if you know much about chairs, sitting on a really squishy seat is actually bad for you. They say a firmer seat is what you want if you're going to be spending a lot of time in the chair. So hey, a slightly firmer seat is a good thing. Also, the front of the seat where your legs rest on it, it does not cut into your legs, so it's a very comfortable seat overall, just a little bit on the firm side, but again, I think that's a good thing. I like a nice firm seat myself. I do not like a squishy seat. Now, I used this chair for a couple of days, and I had a couple other people sit in it as well. Now, my mom absolutely loved it. She has actually stolen the chair from me, and I think it's just going to be her new office chair. Now, I think my mom is 5'3" or 5'4", so this is pretty good for short people, and you can also move the chair way up, so it should be good for tall people as well. After we assembled the chair, I brought it into my room. I sat down. I had some nice gaming sessions. I used it for a few days, and then I started letting some other people use it and try it out to get their opinions, and pretty much everybody liked it. Now, when it comes to the back support, almost everybody said it was just about perfect for them, but for me, I've got a lot of extra curve in my back, so it was just barely adequate for me. But for other people, for the majority of people who sat in it, said it was perfect. And the one thing we all loved is the fact that you can actually sit back and rock in the chair and use it like a rocking chair. It's pretty cool. I do wish the chair actually reclined, but instead of reclining, it just kind of leans back a little bit. So I don't know. It's kind of a cool deal anyways. Not everybody needs a chair that reclines. I mean, for the price, you can't beat this thing. It's going to be like 80 or 90 bucks, and that's extremely cheap for a chair, and it's pretty nice quality for what you're getting. Now, when it came to assembling the chair, 90% of the chair build took about 10 minutes. And then it got to the point where you have to attach the seat, and I actually had to call somebody else to come over and help me because you got these two pieces of plastic. You kind of got to like wedge the seat in there and then line the holes up, and it's a little bit hard to get it in there. So the directions do say they recommend 2 people. It probably took us like 20 minutes to get the seat positioned in there and wedged in between the things and positioned right where we could screw it in. So I think if I had to do it again, we could probably do it in about 5 or 10 minutes, but the overall assembly process was straightforward and really good. Now, the bottom of the chair is made out of plastic, so you're putting the screws into the plastic. It didn't come with some washers, so I added a couple of washers just to make sure the screws didn't eat into the plastic. For the most part, it was pretty easy to build, and it's really just a nice, comfortable chair with a couple of premium features, and so far, everybody loves it. One of the best parts about the chair is the wheels. Like, they just roll so nice when you move it back and forth around the floor. It just moves really, really nicely around the floor. I mean, the best wheels I've ever had on a chair like this. Now, mind you, I'm talking about how it rolls on a hardwood floor. It's not going to roll like that on carpet or something, but on a hard surface, it rolls awesome. All right, so we're going to get to my final thoughts on the chair, my likes, my dislikes, and who is this chair for? So my first major complaint is getting the seat in there was a pain in the butt. It's not a huge deal. 1 or 2 people can do it pretty easily. It just probably takes you a few minutes to figure it out and get it positioned in there just right. So that was a little bit of a pain in my buttocks, but not a huge deal. Also, I really think it should have came with a set of washers to put on the bottom, which it didn't, but you can get a set of washers for a couple bucks down at your local hardware store. Not a big deal. You probably don't need them, but it's not a bad idea to throw them in there anyways. Now, like I said, the chair does lean back, but it does not have a full recline feature, so you can't lean back and then lock into the place, but I really do like the fact that it can be used as a rocking chair. I just kind of wish it would recline and lock into a reclined position, but you know, not everybody needs that. Now, when it comes to the seat, if you're a person that likes a seat that's padded yet firm, this chair may be for you. If you're one of those people that wants to sit on some sort of squishy couch cushion that ruins your posture, you might want to look for something else. Personally, I find the seat to be firm, but overall comfortable and just a really all-around nice seat, I guess you would say. The back support and the adjustable headrest, I think that's something that most people are absolutely going to love. Most cheap chairs in this type of price range aren't going to give you that. So that is a really good deal for a chair under $100. Those are definitely two premium features. And the mesh back is really nice because if it's mesh, you're less likely to sweat and stuff because air can go through the back of the seat. So that's a very nice feature. Did I just say the back of the seat? What I meant to say was the back of the chair. Now, when I first saw the wheels, I didn't really think too much of them. I thought, oh, those look kind of cool. And I thought they were just going to be some basic wheels, but they roll so much nicer than most chairs with cheap wheels. I mean, they're great wheels. I like the wheels a lot. So if you're looking for an inexpensive chair that's overall pretty darn comfortable, has a couple of really nice features, and doesn't break the bank, this is definitely something to consider. I actually really like the chair. I wasn't really expecting it to be that good for something you get for less than $100, but I actually really do like it. It's very nice. Of course, there are better chairs out there if you want to spend $300, $400, $500, $600, even like a couple $1,000 on like a Herman Miller chair. But if you're just looking for something that's nice, comfortable for your average person, and good, hey, this is a great choice. So my final thoughts are, if you don't need a chair that reclines and locks into a reclined position, and you don't need a chair with a super squishy seat, this is very nice, very comfortable, and I really do think the majority of people would like it. The back support's awesome, the wheels are good, the headrest is nice, the mesh back is nice, and yeah, it's just an overall really nice budget chair. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. If you drop down the video's description and in the pinned comment, you'll see a link to the chair and a bunch of other awesome stuff, some ways to help support the channel, my Discord server, my other YouTube channels, and all kinds of good stuff. So drop that down, check that out, and we will catch you next time. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. Lightning out. Have a great day. See ya.